Hello everyone, welcome back to your GRE preparation with Infinity Education. Today in our 13th class, we will learn about median and mode. So now let's see what median is. The median is the middle number in a sorted, that's ascending or descending set. That means it have to be sorted, and to get the median, we must consider the middlemost number. So median should be n plus 1 by 2th term when n is odd, and the median should be average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th term when n is even. We will see this in some of the question. Now let's see what mode is. Mode is the value that appears most often in a set of data values. That means, or in a simpler way, we can say it is the highest occurring number in any data set. Now let's see with some of the example. Set M equals to 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, 16. Which number can be added to set M shown above without changing its median? So the total number of data in set M equals to 6. So as we have learned in the previous slide, that if the total number of data set is even, so the median should be average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th term. So as we are having 6 data, so here the median should be average of 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 plus 1th term. That is average of 3rd and 4th term. So the 3rd and 4th term is 9 and 11. So the average should be 10. So that is the median so far out of these 6 values. Now let's see what the question is asking. Which number can be added to set M? So if I add one more number, the total number in the data set M should be 7. So if total number is 7, so the median should be n plus 1 by 2th term, that is 7 plus 1 by term, that is 4th term. Now there is one more catch here, without changing its median. So if I am not allowed to change the median, but I have to insert a number, so that number must be 10 only. Then only the new set will become 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 and 16. So the middlemost value out of the 7 data should be 10. I hope the question is clear to you. Now let's do with one more example. If 3 consecutive even integer have a sum of x, then in terms of x, what is the median of those integers? So they have said 3 consecutive even integer have a sum of x. So to do the sum, I have taken 3 consecutive even number, that is most often used, that is 2, 4 and 6. So sum of these 3 should be 2 plus 4 plus 6, that is 12. So here in the question they have mentioned sum of the 3 consecutive even integer is x. So I can consider x as 12. Now the next information is the total number of data set is 3. So median should be n plus 1 by 2th term, because the data set is odd. So it should be n plus 1 by 2th term. So the median should be 3 plus 1 by 2th term, that is 2nd term. So out of 2, 4 and 6, what is the 2nd term? So median should be 4. Now the question is, in terms of x, what is the median of those number? That means when I'm putting the value for x equals to 12, which option give me 4? Now let's do one by one. So if I put x equals to 12 in the first one, so we are having 12 plus 6 by 3 equals to 6. That is not equivalent to 4. So eliminate. The next one is 12 plus 3 by 3, that is 5. So yes, this one is also not working. So eliminate. So the third one is 12 by 3, that is 4. Yes, this one is working. hold on, because I have not eliminated all the option yet. So the fourth one is 12 minus 3 by 3, that is 3. So we can eliminate because I'm looking for 4. And the last one is 12 minus 6 by 3, that is 2. So I can eliminate. Now as I'm left with only one option, I must go with that one. I hope the question and using the plugin is clear to you. Now let's do one more example. -2, -1, -3, 2, 4, -3, 4, 2, A, comma B. In the list above, if the mode is 4, the median is less than 1 and A less than B, then which of the following are possible values of A? Indicate all such values. That means here the value for A can be more than 1, and it can be 1 also, it can be all of them also. So we must check with all the options. Now as this one is the data set, that is -2, -1, -3, 2, 4, -3, 4, 2, A, comma B. So if I arrange them, I can rewrite them as like -3, -3, -2, -1, 2, 2, 4, 4, A and B. So here we can see total 10 number of datas. That means if I want to find out the median, we must utilize the formula, that is average of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th term. So here in the question, the mode is 4 and median is less than 1 and A lesser than B. So all this information I have to keep in mind while doing the sum. Now the question is, which of the following are possible values of A? Now let me do the question using the answers one by one, because I will take one of the answer and I will check whether that is satisfying the conditions or not. If that is working, that should be the answer. If that is not working, that should not be the answer. Because as I'm again telling you, as this one is a all that apply question, so more than one can be answered to the question. So if I consider A as 4, so I have to take B as more than 4, because it is mentioned already in the question A lesser than B. Now if I take A as 4, now let's see whether all the other conditions are satisfying or not. So yes, 4 is appearing thrice, so mode is 4. Yes, that one is okay. And median should be n by 2 comma n by 2 plus 1th term, that is 4, 5th and 6th term. So the average of 5th and 6th term, that is 2 and 2, should be 2. But median I need a less than 1. So this cannot be answered to the question. So I can eliminate. Now let's see if I take A equals to 1. So if I take A equals to 1, I must take B equals to 4, because mode is 4. So we can see -3 is appearing twice in the actual one and -4 is also appearing twice. So to be the mode is 4, so there should be one more 4. So if I consider A as 1, so B have to be 4 to satisfy the condition mode is 4. Now A is lesser than B. Now let's check whether median is less than 1 or not. So again, as here is total 10 numbers, so the median should be 5th and 6th one, the average of these two. So the 5th and 6th one is 1 and 2. So the average is 1.5, which is not lesser than 1. So that cannot be the value for A. Now let's see whether 0 can be value for A or not. So if I put A equals to 0, so B again is 4. To satisfy the condition mode is 4. So if I consider A as 0 and B as 4, so the median value should be average of 0 and 2. So the average of 0 and 2 is 1, but that is not less than 1. So I can eliminate. Now if I take A as -1, now the data set will look like this: -3, -3, -2, -1, -1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4. Because if I take A as -1, B I must take as 4 to satisfy the condition mode is 4. Now here in the data set, I can see mode is 4, A is lesser than B. Now let's see whether the median condition satisfy or not. So in this data set, when A equals to 4, the median should be average of -1 and 2, because -1 is the fifth one and 2 is the sixth one. So the average of -1 and 2 should be 0.5 or 1/2. That is lesser than 1. So D should be one of the answer of this question. Now let's see whether the next one, that is -2, can be the value for A or not. So if I take A as -2, again B as 4, to satisfy the condition mode is 4. Now here in the data set, -3, -3, -2, -2, -1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, the fifth value is -1 and the sixth value is 2. So here I'm getting the average as of -1 and 2 is again 0.5. So yes, that is lesser than 1. So that should be the answer to the question. Now if I see the last one, see what happened. So if I take A as -3 and B as 4, so I can see -3 is also appearing thrice and B is appearing thrice. So this one cannot be possible, because here it is appearing thrice and appearing thrice. So 4 is not the mode anymore. So the value for A cannot be -3. So D and E are the answer to the question. I hope the question is clear to you. Here we have done nothing. They have asked what are the values, possible values of A can be possible. So I have taken the values for A one by one and I have checked with all the conditions whether those are satisfying or not. So I have seen for option D and E, it is only satisfying. So those are the answer to the question. That's it. Now let's do with one more example. 6655274, M, N. In the list above, if the mode is 6, the median is 5, M greater than N, and M and N are both integers, what is the greatest possible value of N? So here, if I arrange the data set, so I will get it like this: 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, M, N. Now, here they have said the information that mode is 6. That means 6 should be appear maximum number of times and M is greater than N. So here in the data set, we can see 5 is appearing twice and 6 is appearing twice. So to be the mode as 6, so 6 should appear one more time, keeping all the condition that M is greater than N. So I have taken one instance, N as 6. So M have to be greater than equals to 7, because M is greater than N and M and N both are integer. So if I consider N as 6 and M as greater than equals to 7, so we can see there is 9 data set. So also in the question they have mentioned the median have to be 5. The median, to get median as 5, so 2, 4, 5, 5, 6. So the median is not 5 anymore when I'm considering N as 6 and M as greater than equals to 7. So this value set I cannot work with, or better to say, I cannot consider the value for N as 6. I must take some more value for N and M. So if I take M as 6 and N as lesser than equals to 4, why I have taken lesser than equals to 4? I could have taken the value for N as 5, but if I would have taken the value for N as 5, so 5 would have appeared thrice and 6 is appearing thrice. So 6 would not be the mode anymore. So that's why the value for N cannot be 5. It have to be lesser than equals to 4. Now let's see, if I take M equals to 6, N equals to lesser than equals to 4. So yes, median value should be 5, because 2, 4, if I'm considering 4 as N, then 5, 5. So the median have to be 5. Now the question is asking, what is the greatest possible value for N? So the value for n can be 3, 2, 1, anything, or 4 as well. But as they are asking for what is the greatest possible value for n, so it should be 4 only. I hope with the question, the concept of median and mode is clear to you. Now, if you have any doubt regarding today's class, or if you are practicing some other question from different other sources, you can always reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Thank you, everyone. Happy learning.